7:30 a.m. on this Sunday morning, February 8th, 2026. Viewing from the bedroom window. Having some issues with lighting this morning, but we got some lavender that is kicking off back here. And going over to this way, we've got quite the coloration to the horizon. Over this way, very strong colorations which dim until it comes into this purplish, pinkish purplish coloration. But then as we continue over this way, this in fact is where our sunrise is to occur. But yet we're getting all this heavy coloration way over here. Anyways, we're to be at a high of right around 23 degrees Fahrenheit today, and claims of sunny skies. Right now, we have this milky white yuck that, of course, kind of plays in with yesterday's final recordings of the day. Yeah, this is like some strong colorations back here, and unfortunately not a good viewing. But we'll continue on. And of course I'll be headed out to the woods here relatively soon. I've already got the cats, or some cats, out there waiting on me. Another frigid morning, let me tell you what. Thankfully the winds are not blustery. There is a mild breeze in the air. I can feel that coming in through the window. And we already have some birds that are visiting the feeding tree. And, I don't know. Well, let's go ahead, just zoom in, try to pan over this way and see what we can capture here. We do have a bird that is sitting back here. Right there. Oh, I think it's just went down to the base of the feeding tree now. Well, over here. There we are. We can see them starting to go after the leftover seed on the ground out here. So the bird activity is also already underway this morning. So we shall continue. Whether it will be from the woods or otherwise, I don't know right now, but we'll find out. Oh yeah, we're going like way over. Look at all this coloration back in here now. And again with some pinkish purplish hues back here. Alright, good enough for now. Skywise out. 7:45 a.m. Look at this. Wow. Let's go ahead, zoom in a little bit, and we'll drop down this lighting to enhance it just that much more. make it a little bit more comparable to what I am visually seeing here. That's a little too dark, to be honest. Yeah, let's drop it down all the way, why not? Really bring this on, huh? And yeah, once again, we are viewing this through the screen meshing of the bedroom window facing east. Well, we'll pan back and once again drop down that lighting. Okay, we are now beginning to lose this coloration. Burr, I'm not anticipating nor looking forward to going out into this today. But yeah, it shouldn't be any different than any other day as far as the feedings and dealing with these very, very cold temperatures. Okay, so the rest of this is really beginning to fade off, and we will do likewise. Fade off ourselves until our next recording time slot of this day. 8:15 a.m. Well, we're still under overcast skies. I'm out here to the feeding grounds. We do have strip coloration. That is once again coming across the eastern horizon back in here. Dropping down that lighting so we can get a little better understanding of what we've got going on. But otherwise, once again, nothing but milky white skies. So, you know, when these sunny skies are to erupt, basically, well, that's anybody's guesstimation at this given point. Yeah, we are under very cold conditions out here. Cats are coming up and leaving just as quick as what they arrive. And of course, these guys, they don't even want any monkeying around today. They just want to get in, grab, go. And I'm not going to stick around recording much, as wow, we got a lot of blue jays coming in this morning. Yeah, a couple there, got one right up here. Man, they're coming in pretty decent. And yep, going down to the ground. Whoa. The cats are trying to eat and drink just as quick as possible so they can get back in and huddle together. And unfortunately, well, it's one of those days to where I get to go walk in. Oh, there's our red-headed whatever or another. So very cool. Dang. What we got going on? Oh, I had to get loud and spook that bird off, I think. Oh, no, it's still back here. Okay. And yeah, we got aircraft flying overhead now. Hearing the sounds of that. Just never ends. Oh, they're a little too quick for me this morning. And now they've basically, for the most part, they've grabbed and gone. Got a titmouse coming in now. I think that's titmouse. Yeah, that is one of our little titmice. I can hear a cat crying in the background somewhere off in the distance. Don't know what that's about. I might have to actually wander off and find out. Man, my fingers are freezing up really, really quick. So, yeah, I'm going to go find out what's going on. And then get around to take care of business. Get some needful things from our local convenience store. Batsy, leave them alone. Oh. Well. And that's starting off already this morning. Just might prove to be an interesting day today, who knows. Okay. Not hearing the cat crying out anymore. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and just head inside and get around, head on out, get this traveling business done and over with. And my ears are getting very cold. Possibly the beginning stages of frostbite. And thankfully, Batsy is behaving himself rather decently. Just kind of huddled up here behind the tree watching the bird action without getting involved, so that's a rather nice change for the time being. I'd like to know what this little guy is up to, what he's going after. Pecking away at that vine. As more and more blue jays continue to come in. Alright, my fingers are like froze. I gotta go. Skywise out. Maybe we'll continue on a little bit later with some sky observations if and when that greater light does make its full presence known according to our forecast. Of course, I'm going according to Google. And as I have not watched our local meteorological reports for this day, look at that. What a cool looking bird, huh? And yeah, sounds of aircraft once again. So yeah, maybe we'll be seeing that sun sooner rather than later if they're spraying their paint thinners, if you will. Okay, we got more coming in now. Oh man, my fingers are going so numb. Yeah, good old aircraft flying over. Okay, we're going to end this. Oh, check it out, just sitting there. We got quite a few blue jays. Okay. Yeah, time to end this. Ciao for now. Skywise out. 9:05 a.m. And I'll stop for a moment here just so we can zoom in on our eastern horizon here. And yeah, I can see some individual so-called cloud structures way off in the distance here. Yeah, and so far, still under overcast, milky white skies, with the exception of this back in here. 9:20 a.m. I might as well go ahead and record one of our finest sitting here, just sitting there, right? Yep. Done with my shopping, headed on back. Well, I only made it so far down the road, and well, now we have this coming out. So, the beginning of our possible potential sunny skies. Well, I guess we shall find out. Whew. 9:25 a.m. Almost back to that homestead location, if you will. Once again, we are viewing to the eastern horizon. What do we have back in here? My oh my, if that doesn't look like a trail or streamer. This is what I was trying to focus in on while headed downtown in that earlier or previous recorded clip. And yeah, this is coming on just a little bit brighter, if you will. So that must mean that the milkiness is starting to thin out. But once again, going back here and looking at that, and we'll end off with that. Skywise out.